Hi friends, welcome to my videos. So today in this video I'm going to show you how to step by step install React script editor Webpart in your modern SharePoint. Before I proceed further, if you have not already subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and subscribe because I regularly upload videos, and if you have any concern, any question, anything that comes in your mind, feel absolutely free to ask. Alright guys, so let's proceed. So guys, we know that React script editor, the web script editor web part for the modern SharePoint sites, is a client-side framework, or we should use the proper word SharePoint framework based web part. And this is very useful when you do like to do some customizations using scripts like CSS and all, so that it is supported even in modern SharePoint pages as well. But the question arises how you can actually achieve it. Okay, so the very first step is to clone the Git repository. So I cloned the Git repository, and by default it went to the C drive users and then your name there. Here if you go for samples, you can see all the samples over here. So here my intention is to install this React script editor, so I'm gonna point over there here. Okay, now initially when you get this file, you don't get this node module. So here you need to run a command locally, although I assume that you have already set up your client-side development environment, or I should say SharePoint framework environment, but still you need to run npm install here. I will not run it because I have already run it, and then it creates this nodes module folder, and you see all these files and all. And you also need to install gulp locally, so that you can actually see how it actually I mean you need this to run test it locally, and even to ship it to your site. Alright, okay, now before we deploy it, we would definitely like to test if this is actually working or not. I mean we would like to test, so let's test it first. So I have run this command so that we can trust the certificate, and then we can test it locally right here. So just wait for this command execution. So the command is executed because I ran it before and I trusted the certificate. That's why I did not claim the prompt. But once you get the prompt, just say yes and then proceed. Now next will be to run the serve command to actually test it. So I'm running the command now. Okay, so we can see now it is prompting me. I'm going to open a page. So you can see it is opening this workbench. We'll see how it looks here. Sometimes its execution may take some time, so just be patient. You can see that it is still writing. It's gonna take some time, so just be patient. Okay, you can see now the data has started appearing. So when I click on it, you can see this modern script editor. So you can do some testing here, like if you want to write script and you want to see how it appears, it's up to you. But here, by looking at all this, I'm sure that my web part is working. So now I'm going to deploy it. Okay, so I came out of it. Before we deploy, we need to do some changes. Those changes I'm going to show you. Go to this folder again where you have this React script editor. Go to config. Here open package solution JSON. Here I have changed it to true from false. If you leave it true, then it will be deployed as a feature. I don't want, so I leave it as so I change it to true. Next is write manifest. Here you need to put the location where you are actually gonna copy the dependent files. So I have created a folder CDN here, so let me put the correct URL. Okay, so now you are good to go. So from here I'm gonna run gulp ship. So what happens is when this command runs, it creates this temp folder, and here you get the files. Because I have already run it before, so this folder is already present, but here it's gonna overwrite the files. So the command has been executed. If we go inside temp, we see this deploy folder. So these are the files that we need to copy over there. You can match the timestamp and other things. Alright, next is we need to package the solution. So let's execute a command. So we are going to run this. So we ran the command package solution, and here it created a folder Sharepoint. For me it was already created because I ran the command before, and here it created this package file, and this package file we are going to deploy into Sharepoint app catalog. So open the app catalog site for your environment. So I've opened the app catalog for my environment. Go for apps for Sharepoint. Here here you need to upload this. Or you can click new or upload, or you can directly upload. I'll upload. You just need the package file to be uploaded over here. We have this package file, upload it over here. It's uploading. Meanwhile, remember we had a location where we are supposed to put the files, or I mean dependency files. So that we need to have it here. I mean the ones present under the, oh, I think I created the folder already. Let me refresh. Okay, yeah, it's here. So the files under this deploy, these need to be uploaded over here. So let's upload. The files are being uploaded, and they are uploaded. And make sure this is accessible. Okay, now let's go back to our app catalog site. This has been deployed. Select this. You can deploy it. So right now it is already deployed. Now while deploying, if you select the tenant deployed as yes, then this will not appear as a app to your sites, but you want this to appear as an app to your site, so make sure you select it no. Alright, now we'll go to a modern site and try to install this app. Okay, probably when we uploaded we did not deploy it, so I'm gonna do that now. So here we uploaded the file. So here you have the option to deploy. If you select this will not appear under I mean apps that you can install, so we don't want that, so just let it uncheck. This is the location where those dependency files need to be placed, and we have already copied, so click on deploy. Check for any error. No. Okay, now let's go to a modern site and check. So I went to a modern site. Let me show you this test site. Okay, and we want to add an app. So I click here, add an app. See, it's right here. So click on it. You can see this has been added. Now let's try to add to the page. Go to the site. Edit the page and try to add this web part. But do you see the web part available option here? Not yet, right? Why? You know, because scripting is not enabled for this modern site. Let me tell you, like, you enable scripting at the tenant level, but in order to enable it at modern site level, you need to run specific commands. I'm going to show you what you got to do. First of all, you need to run the SharePoint Online Management Shell and run connect SPO service. Oh. Put the admin SharePoint URL. It's going to prompt for credentials. Okay, next is to enable this. So for that we are going to run set SPO site. So we are going to run set SPO site. Oh, 1 second. It has to be identity, not URL. Identity. Okay, here you put the URL of the modern SharePoint site. And this is the parameter you need to act on. Deny, add and customize pages. Put it 0 and click enter. Oh, sorry, there's a typo. Okay, that's good. Now after this, go back to your site. Okay, so now when I'm trying to add, see, I have this right here. So you got to enable scripting. That is very important. And now with this web part added, click on edit snippet and add your code the way you do in classic SharePoint sites. And I assume like you have enabled CDN and other configuration in your environment before you appear here. So I hope you like this video. Make sure to give it a like and comment, and if you have any concern, any question, anything that comes in your mind, feel absolutely free to ask. Thank you guys.